Hey guys, welcome to Monday Morning Leadership. This is Brad Krantz. Hey, we're going through John Maxwell's The 21 Indispensable Qualities of a Leader. Today we're going through chapter number 15, which is on relationships. If you get along, they'll go along. And I'm just going to share from the book today, guys. I'm going to do a little bit different focus here. Theodore Roosevelt, one of our presidents, said the most important single ingredient in the formula of success is knowing how to get along with people. And I can't stress that enough, guys. People skills are so neglected in the business world. I'll even say in the corporate world too. He's spot on. John Maxwell said, again, we've all heard this, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. And that's not just a trite point saying, that is absolutely truth, guys. So let's talk about relationships here. So Maxwell starts out, the ability to work with people and develop relationships is absolutely indispensable to effective leadership. And that's 100% correct, guys. Okay, according to, in this back Female Executive Magazine, a survey was taken of employers asking for the top 3 traits that they desired employees. Number 1 on the list was the ability to relate to people, guys. How many of us can think, and I can name this too many times in my work experience of 41 years, where you don't have, people can't relate. It's your boss, it's your manager, it's your owner, it's whatever, coworkers you got to work with. And that's so sad. That's the ability to relate to people is number 1. Why don't people do it? Okay. 40% listed education experience in their top 3. Okay. And if employees need good people skills, and think about this, think about how much more critical those skills are for leaders, especially if you're an entrepreneur, you're leading people. People truly do want to go along with people they get along with, right? That's just the truth, right? And while someone can have people skills and not be a good leader, and hear this, he cannot be a good leader without people skills. And I have to amen that, say again, spot on. So what can a person do to manage and cultivate good relationships as a leader? So basically, here's 3 things Maxwell suggests. Number 1 is have a leader's head, understand people. The first quality of a relational leader is the ability to understand how people feel and think. And as you work with others, you got to recognize all people, whether leaders or followers, have some things in common. They like to feel special, so sincerely compliment. They want a better tomorrow, so show them hope. They desire direction, so navigate for them. I can't tell you how many times I've seen people, the last company I worked for, put people in a job and they don't even train them. That's no direction, okay? They are selfish, so speak to their needs first, right? We want to hear more about ourselves than we do about other people. It's just human nature. They get low emotionally, so encourage them. I can't say that enough either. They want success, so help them to win, okay? Number 2 is have a leader's heart. Love people. This is something I think the corporate world misses out on, unfortunately, majority of time. You know, President and CEO of Definitive Computer Services, Henry Grullin, said, being a leader is more than just wanting to lead. Leaders have empathy for others. So remember, that is a trait of a servant leader, okay? And a keen ability to find the best in people, not the worst, and be truly caring for others. But I'm going to have to say that has to either be an innate ability that you have, or it has to be taught and trained. So you cannot be a truly effective leader, the kind that people want to follow, unless you love people. And again, I got to say that is so, so true. Thirdly is extend a leader's hand, help people, right? Leroy Kurtz of General Motors said the fields of industry are strewn with the bones of those organizations whose leadership has become infested with dry rot, and who believed in taking instead of giving, who didn't realize that the only asset they could not be replaced easily were the human ones. And again, I want to say companies really overlook this. I understood this years and years ago as I started out my business life, but companies don't value their people as much as they should. And again, because it's not taught in their culture. People respect a leader who keeps their interests in mind. Right? If your focus is on what you can put into people rather than what you can get out of them, they'll love and respect you. And isn't that what we want? And these create a great foundation for building relationships, guys. So let's reflect on this a bit. I'm going to ask some questions out of the book here, and as I do every week, how are your people skills? You know, I'm going to say Dale Carnegie's How to Win Friends and Influence People. Dave Kirpin's got a great one, and I'll look at the book here again, The Art of People. Highly recommend it, guys. We're not taught this in school. You're probably not going to get it in any management or leadership course, unfortunately. But ask yourself, if your people skills aren't good, do some reading on it. Do you mix well with strangers? Okay. Do you interact with all kinds of people? Okay? Can you find common ground readily? What about long-term interaction? Okay, are you able to sustain relationships? That's a good one. If your relational skills are weak, your leadership will always suffer. And again, think about that. I want to repeat that. If your relational skills are weak, your leadership will always suffer. So here's some suggestions to improve your leadership, right? Improve your mind, right? It's mindset. It starts out with mindset, right? Your ability to understand people needs improvement jump started by reading several books. Again, he's already mentioned again, Dale Carnegie's How to Win Friends and Influence People. It's a classic. Alan Lloyd McGinnis and Les Parrott III. John Maxwell's got works on people skills too. Spend more time observing people and talking to them to apply what you've learned. Again, you've got to take time to learn this. I'm going to say people skills is not taught. It's not practiced because it's not taught. People haven't learned it. Okay. Strengthen your heart. Okay. This goes along with love. If you're not as caring toward others as you could be, you need to get that focus off yourself. Make a little list of things that you could do to add value to friends and colleagues. Again, you got to be intentional about this, but how can you add value to people? That's what I'm trying to do with this in my heart, sharing my heart and sharing my Monday morning leadership is adding value to people, guys, whether I know you or not. Okay. And you try to do one of those every day. You've got a list of stuff. Let's try to practice what your list is. These are areas I need to work. Don't wait until you feel like it to help others. Okay. Don't wait till somebody's holding their hand up, say, hey, help me. Act your way into a feeling. That's pretty important. And then repair hurting relationship. This is kind of tough, right? We've all had relationships that have gone south or sideways. Think of valued long-term relationship that's faded. Do what you can to rebuild it. Okay. Get in touch with the person. Try to reconnect. If you've had a falling out, Maxwell suggests take responsibility for your part in it and apologize. Be the better person. Take the high road. Try to better understand love and serve that person, guys. Thanks so much for joining me today, guys. If you got value out of this message today, I hope you did. Please hit the subscribe button so you can get more messages like this. And I'll also leave the links for my social media. You are more than welcome to connect with me on my social media links. Okay, guys, have an awesome Monday. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.